Am I missing something here? Now, our Parliament last night, in the Commons, our MPs voted on a motion by the SNP, the Scottish National Party, calling for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. Now, considering there are issues in this country that need fixing, we have a cost of living crisis, the NHS is on its knees, our welfare system is crumbling, we have thousands of illegal migrants crossing the channel on a daily basis, and that's just on top of everything else. And you would think our elected representatives in Parliament would vote on issues to fix them. But no, for some reason, they wasted public and Parliament time on a vote calling for a ceasefire halfway across the world in a country that doesn't involve us. It doesn't concern us. This is between Israel and Hamas, with the Palestinian people stuck in the middle. Now, I'm going to be blunt here. Frankly, I don't think the Israelis and Benjamin Netanyahu are going to give a flying fig on what a British government votes for, demanding they do. I don't know what they think Netanyahu's going to say. How deluded are our MPs to be so overconfident thinking that their vote could change the mind of someone in another country who doesn't care? Unless, of course, this was all done to appease the Free Plasticine pro-Hamas mob that's been stalking our streets, marching around London and elsewhere. And while this vote was happening last night, they were outside chanting genocidal slogans against another race, against Israel. They even chanted that they were going to shut it down if MPs didn't vote for a ceasefire as they demanded. That's not how democracy works in the West. It may work like that in socialist hellholes, where the rule of law doesn't really exist, but not here in Britain. Alright, we have an issue with our MPs at the moment, and Parliament is not really fit for purpose, but still, it's our Parliament. These are the same people who are outside a Labour MP's constituency office the other week, demanding he step aside. Who on earth do these people think they are? It doesn't work like that. I may not be a fan of, I think it was Wes Streeting, the Labour MP, but still, he was democratically elected, and the only way we get rid of these people, if we don't feel they're up to the job, is to replace them with someone else. Vote in someone else every couple of years. That's how it's done. That's how a civilised, free and democratic society operates. And quite frankly, we can't have people coming here who don't respect our values, our democratic values like this. And that is exactly the kind of people we are importing, and I say enough is enough. If you cannot respect freedom of speech, democracy, life even, because to some of these people life is cheap. And I don't want my country, my island, my Britain turning into something like that. It'll be horrifying. This vote last night, tabled by the SNP, was utterly pointless. It's not going to make the Israelis cease fire. It's not going to make Benjamin Netanyahu be concerned and take notice. So I think it really was done to appease the mob outside Parliament last night as this was going on. They even had SNP and Labour MPs come out and say, I'm voting for a ceasefire. I mean, it's like, it's a Twitter thing. They only went out there to say that to get likes, and that's it. They know their vote's been absolutely sod all, and they know that we know, us on the other side of the political fence, the other side of the political spectrum, we know the vote was just a complete waste of time. And an interesting point here is, why didn't the same people, I mean, this lot who support Palestine and Hamas, they're the same ones supporting Ukraine and pushing for the war in the Ukraine. Why didn't they vote for a ceasefire in the Ukraine instead of voting to give Zelensky more taxpayers' money and more weapons? Think about that. And there we go, food for thought, isn't it? That's my video. I hope you like. Please comment, share, subscribe, and until the next time, Roger Trout.